Peace. This is Wise for Wise Words Media and the New York Knicks. New year, same Knicks. I mean, this has got to be the worst front office administration that the Knicks have had. Simply because I don't recall a time as a Knicks fan when they had this much draft capital that they could use to make a splash. Not only do you have that, but you have a bona fide superstar in Donovan Mitchell, who is ready, willing, and able. The only superstar since Carmelo Anthony. There's not been a superstar since Carmelo Anthony and Steph Marbury that wants to come to New York. And here you had one in Donovan Mitchell. And you were reluctant to pull the trigger on this one because of quitting Grimes. And because of unprotected draft picks. Listen, man, y'all dudes can't draft anyway. I guarantee you the next 12 draft picks, none of them will be better than Donovan Mitchell. And these guys, instead of pushing the button and making this thing happen by any means, if you got to give 5 unprotected first-round picks for Donovan Mitchell, do it. Because you cannot draft anyway. Your front office is garbage. They're lazy. I mean, you got dudes that every year you got somebody that's killing in the league that the Knicks passed up on. The Knicks can't draft. So why didn't y'all go all in and get Donovan Mitchell? And see, this is the importance of having a guy like a Donovan Mitchell. Somebody that is, and you see what he's doing over there. Like I told you in my pre-season video before the season began, that the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to be a top 3, top 4 team in the league. And that's exactly where they stand here a quarter through the season. They're exactly that. And that's because of one man. And that's Donovan Mitchell being inserted into what was already a very good team. They just needed that one man, and he's taking them to the next level. That could have been the Knicks. The Knicks had a solid team, or decent team, you know, when you revert back to like what we were like 2 years ago, when we went to the playoffs. We have most of those players still here. So you plug in a Donovan Mitchell into that, we wouldn't be sitting here under 500. We wouldn't be sitting here in like the 10th spot. Not even the 10th spot. I think we're like in 11th place. We're not even in the play-in tournament right now. Like, we wouldn't be sitting in this position if you had a Donovan Mitchell, because a guy like that will close out certain games that we lost, like last night, case in point, where we lost to Milwaukee by 3. You have a Donovan Mitchell, certain games that are close like that, he makes certain offensive plays that were needed. We would be sitting here as a top 6 team if we had Donovan Mitchell. And the other thing about having a guy like Donovan Mitchell is when you have a guy of that star status, other stars want to come and play with them to increase their chances of winning a championship. Look at what happened when we had Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony comes here. Now all of a sudden you get a veteran like Jason Kidd, you know, that wants to come and play with us. You get a Tyson Chandler, Tyson Chandler was one of the biggest reasons why the Dallas Mavericks won the championship. He was one of the biggest reasons. Jason Terry has a tattoo of the NBA championship, the trophy, on his bicep. Jason Terry went and got that tatted on his bicep before he even won the championship, because he said he was seeing what Tyson Chandler was bringing to that team. during the off-season workouts, the off-season training, and during practices, and he said, you know what? We're winning it all this year. And that's exactly what they went on and did. They won the championship when they beat the Miami Heat in the 2011 NBA Finals. You get a guy like Carmelo Anthony, he attracts a guy like Tyson Chandler. He attracts a Jason Kidd. He attracts a J.R. Smith. He attracts certain people. Certain people will come here off the strength of that. Nobody wants to come here. Nobody. Kevin Durant flatly laughed at us. And he said, the Knicks ain't cool no more. Nobody want to be a Knick. He's right. So you get a Donovan Mitchell who goes against the grain and actually wants to be a Knick. You bring him in here, I guarantee you there's going to be at least one or two other superstars that are going to want to come to this team. Guarantee you. But by not getting Donovan Mitchell, we have regressed this franchise, and we're back. We're back, all right. We're back to like the year 2005. We're back to that year. That's where the Knicks are back. The Knicks are back to the time where we're in mediocrity, and as a mediocre team, it's the worst thing you could be in sports. Because at least if you're at the top, you're contending for a championship. So you have plenty of optimism and things to look forward to. When you're at the very bottom, at least your chances of getting a big draft or a key draft pick, that might work in your favor. You know, you might land a top 5, top 3, or even the overall number 1 pick in the draft. So being in the middle or being in the lower middle is the absolute worst place you can be, and that's where the Knicks are right now. And they've been that for about 20 of the past 22 years. That's who the Knicks are. So the Knicks, with their tunnel vision, they acquired Jalen Brunson, and Brunson hasn't been bad. He's one of the only bright spots that we have on this team as currently constructed. However, Jalen Brunson is not enough, man. Jalen Brunson is an X-Factor type guy. Jalen Brunson is not a number 1. He's not even a number 2. Jalen Brunson is the type of guy, like, you plug Jalen Brunson into the Clippers, you put Jalen Brunson on the Clippers can win the whole thing. They can win it all. Because he's that guy. He's that X-Factor guy. He's one of them X-Factors. He's like a Horace Grant, like a Dennis Rodman. Like, he's one of them X-Factor guys. Like a Big Shot Bob, a Robert Horry. One of them X-Factor guys, man. You got every successful team has had an X-Factor guy. When the Pistons won the championship in 2004, they had Tayshaun Prince, an X-Factor guy. Like, every team has that X-Factor guy. You plug him into the Clippers, they win a chip. But he's not going to do much here. What he can do is just give us a serviceable point guard. And, you know, that role he is playing well. He's playing a serviceable point guard. But with this team as presently constructed, it sucks. We're bad. We're not good at all. And Knick fans, this is what I've been telling y'all during the offseason. Y'all fought me. Y'all argued with me. But at the end, now you see. This team sucks. And it's largely due to the front office. The front office is terrible. An atrocious front office. This is the worst Knicks front office ever. So, until we get these clowns out of here, these Leon Roses. What is Leon Rose is an agent? Yo, these dudes got Steve Stout. Steve Stout is a part of the Knicks. What is Steve Stout doing on a basketball team? Leon Rose is an agent. Why is he being a GM? Phil Jackson, who is a coach, why is he being a GM? Like, if you have a If you have a leaky roof, if your roof is messed up, do you go get the electrician to fix your roof? If your toilet is messed up, do you go to a car salesman, bring him to your house to fix your toilet? No. You get guys who are qualified with experience. That's how you win. This clown show is absurd. And I'm almost about to check out. I'm about to see y'all next year with the Knicks, man. Because what am I support this for? For what? So they can think nothing's wrong and they don't make any changes? Only change is going to happen when we make it. When we stop going to them games and when them ratings go down when we stop watching them games. I'm Waj for Wise Words Media. Let's make this change happen. Peace.